Okay, so now we have arrived at the point where it's time to take a test. So Adelaide has, she's learned with me during her private lessons all of the different things that is expected of a Krav Maga white belt. So again, testing for a white belt, you are expected to know and to be able to demonstrate a white belt level of proficiency and understanding. If you have been doing traditional martial arts even for a long period of time, sometimes we have certain habits that we need to overcome, like having a super bladed stance or whatever the case might be, reverse punching, chambering your hands. I actually started in traditional martial arts, so I totally understand that, but we want to demonstrate things. This is a Krav Maga test, so you need to do it the way that it's done in Krav Maga. So our goal is for Adelaide to say just enough to demonstrate that she intellectually understands what she's doing, and then demonstrate all of the techniques in slow motion while she's talking about them. So we need to be able to see that not perfect form, but we need to be able to see good form and slow motion while we're talking about them. And then when it's time to actually demonstrate it, she's actually going to always inherently be doing two things. She's going to be demonstrating, for example, palm heel strikes, the kick, whatever. But rather than doing palm heel strikes and then just stopping and then showing us from a different angle, she's going to also be demonstrating her stance and movement, not crossing the feet, staying light on the feet and staying balanced, keeping the knees bent, all that good stuff at the same time. So we're going to be doing palm heel strikes from one angle, and then we're going to switch. We're going to stay in that good stance, palm heel strikes from another angle. We prefer that you demonstrate it about 3 times. So if we call that one repetition, that 3 times from 3 different angles, okay? Because obviously if you're demonstrating something to an instructor that isn't in the room with you, the camera, through the lens of the camera, that's all we have to see, okay? So showing from several different angles rather, is very, very important. So does that make sense to you? You understand all that? You have any questions?
No.
Okay, so we will start off with our palm heel strike.
Hi guys, this is Adelaide. I'm doing my white belt test today. The first move I'll demonstrate is the palm heel strike. I'm starting off in my stance and my feet are about shoulder width apart with them one leg behind the other, and my back heel is off the ground. My hands are up and pointed out. So the palm heel strike, the jab portion, and then the cross. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate now on my pads. Another angle, moving in my stance. And being sure to exhale with my hitting. Okay, the next move is the front instep kick. Once again, starting in my stance. My back leg will actually be doing the kicking. Here and now with my partner. Another angle. All right, the next is the front choke defense. Extending my arm up, turning, then coming back in with some combatives, and disengage. Really got to make sure I keep my arm straight on this move. Okay, the last thing we're going to demonstrate for the white belt test is the side clinch. First arm goes underhook here, grabbing him right at his shoulder. My other hand comes around like a umbrella hook. And to get his posture broken down, I need to come around the corner with my foot. Over here. Do some combatives and disengage. Okay, from another angle, let's have you go over here. Hands coming underneath for that underhook. Other arm on top. Here, combatives. And disengage. All right, that was my white belt test.
Okay, so just to give some feedback, obviously when you submit your white belt test, you will receive feedback from one of our Krav Maga instructors here at the Global Martial Arts University. I can tell you that you did a great job, and I certainly appreciate that. I really like how sometimes people they'll catch themselves making a mistake, and then they go ahead and correct themselves. So don't feel the need to restart the film over and over again or do extensive editing with some editing software or anything like that. If you catch yourself doing something, like Adelaide caught herself doing this again, and she said, I need to make sure that I keep my arms straight. That's great. She corrected herself. She showed that she understood intellectually what was going on. She just couldn't get her body to do it exactly the way that she wanted it to every time. That's perfectly acceptable and perfectly fine. Again, you're being evaluated at a white belt level here, so it doesn't need to be perfect. But again, making sure that we are, boom, here. And then remembering that when we go to add combatives here, I really like to clear the arm, and I like to grab them and really force them into that side clinch and have lots of control the whole time, or just doing something and running away. But other than that, you did a great job, and the things that you didn't do all the way correctly, you're a white belt, and so they're not expected to be perfect at this point, and there's stuff that we can continue to improve upon as you move forward. So great job. So that was our sample white belt test. We appreciate you following along with our introductory course here for Krav Maga. Hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you test for yellow belt and on all the way to black belt. Have a great day.